Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good to have you all. Hope you had a great weekend or a wonderful weekend. Of course, it's still weekend, and hope we're having a great time. Good to have you all. Good to have you, everyone. So I'm trying to try some things to see how it's going to look like. Okay, it looks quite interesting. Okay. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Good to have you all. Hope we've had a very good weekend, or is still going. The Nigeria match, is it over? Did we come? Um, did we win the match? Who can give me the score? Really on online. Okay, I think Nigeria finished, right? Third place. I think we seem to be the third place, right? Okay, so it means a good start, right? It's a good start to the day. Um, Good evening, everyone. Good to have you all. Um, Please kindly, share this on your page. Tell your friends, colleagues, everyone that it's time to learn. Okay, Nigeria, it's over. We won 2-4 on penalty. Okay, great. Congratulations, Nigerians. For me, it's remaining Arsenal to win their match too. So up Arsenal. We're waiting for the match to finish, and let's see how we'll flog these people. Right. Thank you to my fans. Thank you for thank you for helping us to do some work today. I hope we help ourselves too. All right. So, yeah, congratulations, Nigerians. It's a good milestone, at least. So we're back to learn. Let's also build ours, and let's see how we can move our brand and our business from one point to another. Yeah. So let's today we're going to be talking about value proposition. Value proposition. Okay. Yep. Value proposition. Value proposition. What do we understand? What does value proposition mean? Please do not give me academic response or academic definition. Just give me what you just understand. What does it mean when we say value proposition, right? Um, because somebody say, "What of we that are not football lover, uncle?" Well, I believe you be basketball lover or cricket lover or something. But you're a Nigerian, right? Nigerian won. So just get excited. You don't have to love the football. You just be excited that Nigerian won something. Since you're a Nigerian. Except you're not a Nigerian. They will start investigating you, of course. Right. So what's value proposition? What is value proposition? Just drop it on the chat. Let me see. When we talk about value proposition, what does it mean really? What exactly do we mean when we say value proposition? Please don't give me ChatGPT answer or some Google answer. Just express yourself the way you understand it. Somebody begin say adding innovation into your product or services that will be profitable. Okay, great. Pray also say value position is what makes your brand stand out. Lucy Kona said, good evening, I'm Lucy Kona. Thank you. Okay, what Olafunke said, value proposition means what makes your business different from competitors. Okay. God's will, as Suko said, value proposition is the perceived value that a product offers. God's will. Thank you for that. Michael Zimora Obunlo said, "What makes your brand unique?" Shola Ayodele said, "Your uniqueness." Deborah Akko said, "What makes your brand unique?" Mind Whisperer says, "Value proposition is your business selling points." Okay. Abubakar Magaji said, "Value proposition, how you are going to make your product quality." Okay, so let's move to branding. What does branding mean? What do we mean when we say branding? What does branding mean? Now we've spoken about value proposition. What does branding mean? What is branding? Yep, let's go. What is branding? When we say branding, oh, I love your brand. The process of branding. What does it mean? Branding. Okay. What does branding mean? Okay. What does branding mean? Okay. Somebody say is an innovation to make a product attractive. Ibrahim said, "What make your brand look good?" Christiana Matudi, good evening. Good evening, Ms. Christiana. Ogechuku said, "It's a unique benefit a company offers for their product over competitors." That's value proposition, I guess. Hussein, he said, "Branding is what customers feel about you, what you are known for." Okay, what is branding? What is brand? Branding is identity. Oluwatoyi. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your response. Of course, today we're going to focus on two things, which is, you know, those are things that you really need to grow your business, right? A clear value proposition. Underline the word clear. It got to be very clear, and then a very strong brand, right? You see, many SMEs think that branding is just colors and logos, right? And just having complimentary cards. Others also think that their product will speak for itself. So you hear people say things like, "Don't worry, what I do will speak for itself, my product will speak for itself." Actually, that's not true, because if your customer does not know what value you bring and why it matters to them, they will not buy, right? So they need to know. There's a part that they will need to know what exactly you bring, or your product or your service bring to the table. Now, value is not what you sell. It's not just what you sell, right? It's not the product or the service in itself that is value. Value is what your customers get at the end of the day, right? So ask yourself, what are my customers getting? That is value. You see, value is not the product, because people don't buy a product, they buy a result. Please get this very clearly. People buy results of the product, they buy a solution. So if you sell, let's say, a cleaning service, your value is peace of mind and a clean home. Is not the detergent, is not the process. So when you are not talking to people, you're not like, "Oh, we have this kind of detergent that does this and this and this and this." The value that they are looking for is peace of mind and a clean home. So if you sell shoes, for instance, your value, you can say your value is comfort, your value is style, or your value is status, depending on the class of people of the product you sell, right? So you shouldn't define value from your point of view, from what you think or you assume or you perceive. Value is usually defined from the customer's point of view. Is how the customer feel and how the customer sees or perceives your product. That's what the value is. So don't put down value through the throat of people. Value is not the product or the service. Value is the result that is coming out of your product as a result of that product or that service. Now, it's important that we state this because over time, the last time, previous sessions, we're talking about, please confirm that my sound or my audio is clear. I see from the chats, people saying, two persons say no sound. Please confirm that there's sound. Please just type all good. Let me be sure. Sound all good. Let me be sure that we are good. Sound is clear. Okay, great. Thank you. Because for those of you that can't hear, you may want to restart your phone or just look at your connection. Probably you're using an earpiece. Just look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we've got to understand that business is not about you. It's not about your ego. It's not about your benefit. It is about the benefit of the customer. So value is not what you say it is. It's from the standpoint of the customer or the consumer. Now, a value proposition, right, is of course a simple sentence or two, of course, that explain what you do. One, who what you do is helping and why it is better compared to the other competitors. What you do, who is helping, and why it's better. These three definitions explains what value proposition is. Now, most of us stop at what we do. So you just say, why should I buy? Buy because I will clean. You just keep talking about what you will do. See, activity is not equal productivity. Of course, activity is required in the process for you to achieve productivity, but you can work and your work may not lead to the result. And that's why some people say things like, I tried my best. Now, it's okay that you tried your best, but there's no SI unit call your best because you were not employed to try your best. You are not in business to try your best. You are in business to meet people's needs. Yes, I just said that. Oh, I tried my best. It's not easy. Well, that's how you feel. It does not really affect anybody because I'm going to bring out money to buy things from you. Therefore, what I'm coming out to buy is not your best. I'm coming out to buy value. So there's no SI unit call your best. Your best, because your best may not be enough. You have to stretch, get knowledge to a point where your best is able to solve problem, put value on the table, and they are willing to pay. So there's nothing like I try my best because you don't really know what your best is. Do you actually know what your best is? Have you heard of elasticity? No, you keep stretching it. You reach breaking point, allow it, you stretch. Adaptability, elasticity. You will adapt. You will keep growing. You keep learning to a point where you get to a point where you offer value. So value proposition is what you do, who it helps, and how it helps, and why it is better than others. So these three things have to form the core of your messaging. Every advert you are putting out there, because before we go to digital marketing, And I beg you, please understand this concept so that when we get to that part, you can fly. Please, let's not get to a point when I say, oh, you are crafting some messages and it's not, you just focus on you. It's not focus on the value you are giving out. You are saying things like, if it's a world-class ICT company, that's about you. I don't care about if you are world class or third class. The point is, what will I benefit from you? What's the value you're offering me? That's all. Of course, your brand reputation is also good, but let's focus presently on value proposition, right? So you are not hired to try your best, you are hired to deliver value, right? So you've got to do whatever it takes to deliver that value. If you need to learn, you need to have sleepless nights. If you need to read books, you need to go for training, deliver the value. Even if it means you lose some money in the process of doing that for some client. There are clients in our early days that we underestimated the job, collected less money, and you can't go back and start saying, I'm sorry. No, you have to do the job. You lose money, but you've learned through the process. Okay. Now you need to put all of these in your messaging. Every ad that you're going to create, every pitch that you're going to go and make presentation about, every website, right, that you are building or landing page, it should be around your value proposition. What do you do? Who and how is helping people? And why it is better than others. That's what should be everywhere. Don't forget this. What you are doing, who and how is helping people, and why it is better than others. Now, if you don't do this and you confuse people, you will lose them. I know you are a professor and you studied English and you know all the adjectives and nouns and pronouns and to add together to make it look like, wow, you are a very, very intelligent person that you know how to speak English. Listen, summarize all to what it is that you offer, right? What's the offering, right? In the context of what you do, who and how it's helping people, and then why is it better than others? Your social media, your flyer, everything. Even you write it down so that when you're talking to people about your product or your marketing, that's what you put out there. Because you don't want to confuse people. Your job is to make it easy for customers to say, oh, yes, this product is for me, or this service is for me. Now, whatever it is that you do, right, you've got to sit down to be able to understand what your value is. Now, take note of this because you've got to write all of this down so that you are able to pitch it through. Now, I said in the last class that we should all make a post about our product. Now, what did you post? I trust me, I went through a whole lot of them. I saw videos, I saw images. Well done, everyone. If you made a post, copy the link to your post and place it on the comment section, right? Yeah, either you're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Copy the link and place it on the chat here, right? Let others get to know what you do. Some of you did not really make any post. You've got to repent, right? It means you are still overthinking this thing. You are still thinking about putting your brand out there. Now, in putting out your brand out there, all this while that you made your post, what did you say? You've got to project your value. That's what you should be saying, not speak English. Hi, my name is this and this and this and this. I have done this and this. Of course, that will come. You have to talk about so why you, the aspect of course that comes from your experience, your years of experience. People want to know that, but what are you doing? Who and how is it helping people? Right? And why are you better than others? That's what it should be in that order, right? Now, let's look at component of a strong, unique value proposition. To create your value, right? Value proposition, you've got to answer some questions. Who is your target audience? We spoke about target audience the other time. What is their problem or goal? their pain points. What result do they want to get generally? Now, the next thing is, why should they choose you? Why not others? Why you? Why should they choose you? There are a lot of options in the market. There are different kind of competitors. Why you? Now, if you can answer these questions clearly, then you have a good unique value proposition. Now, don't answer this question from a selfish point of view, from what you perceive or you think. Sometimes call people that you think are your customers and ask them some of these questions. What problem do you have in this area, this area? Oh, take a survey, go around, ask people, probably questionnaires, right? Based on social media. Ensure you reach out to people to understand, oh, okay, what, so you are able to communicate it properly, right? Now, for instance, let's look at some example. Let's say fresh meals delivered in 30 minutes, no cooking required. So imagine you are posting this on social media handle. That's catchy. Accounting for business, for busy business owners, stress-free and on time. Affordable legal advice for growing startups. These are value proposition. Now, unique value proposition must be tested. So, as I've said earlier, go to real people that are alive. Who are your prospects, and say your value proposition and watch their face if they really, really connect. If they light up, you've got a product. If they ask follow-up questions and ask more, note those questions down. If they look confused or say, that's nice, I'll get back to you. Just know that they are not getting back to you, right? Go back and refine it. How many of you have been to marketing and they tell you that, oh, okay, I'll get back to you. Oh, yeah, tell you, wow, that's good. I'll get back to you. They did not ask follow-up questions. They like, oh, wow, that's amazing. That's what I'm looking for. Just know that you've got a value proposition. If you don't have that, now you are not speaking to the right people. You are not speaking to the right customers, or you've not been able to coin out your unique value proposition properly. Okay, so you've got to be able to get to a point where you are able to ask your target audience and get feedback from them from how you are pitching whatever it is that you are doing. Now, what is branding? Branding is not your logo, because a lot of people just go put together logo, design, flyer, and they say they've been branded. Branding is not your logo. It is not your colors. Branding is the story people tell about your business. And that stories are usually told when you're not in the room. It is usually the experience, the feeling, the reputation of your business or your product, that people say when you are not in the room. Because, I mean, if you're in the room, a lot of people can just lie and just, of course, say bobo you and then make you feel good. And of course, we're in a generation where people like to feel good rather than be, those that will tell them the truth. So you hear people say things like, oh, you don't care how I feel. Well, you need to hear the truth. I mean, care how you feel, but there's an aspect of the truth you've got to hear. Because if I care about you, the truth will set you free. Therefore, you need to hear the truth. But I mean, where people will say they're mentally stressed from hearing the truth. So allow people to say how they feel, what their experience is, and what they perceive about the reputation of your brand when you're not in the room. Your brand is built by how you make people feel and how clearly you communicate the value. That's what branding is. So branding is your promise to the customer. Branding is what people remember and feel about your product or your business. Branding is your reputation in their mind. That's what branding is. So branding is not, oh, I want to brand my office. That's how we use it. I want to brand my office. Okay, of course, that may be an aspect of it, right? I want to brand my office. Come put some logo here and all of that. It's amazing. But the process of those activities must be able to build a reputation, make people feel a certain way, or have some level of perception in their mind. So all of the things that you do that you call branding, your complimentary card, your signage outside, the ambience of your office, the way you guys dress at your office, or the way you dress, what else? The way you approach things, all of these things are activities you carry out to achieve how people feel, perceive, or see you. Now, branding is not just all this, it's also how, if people say things like, oh, they are reliable, that's a brand. They are reliable. If they give you their word, they will fulfill it. I assure you can take it to the bank. That's some branding there, right? So brand identity is the visual representation of a company's brand. So there's a difference between brand identity and brand messaging. So the things like the logo, the color, the palette, the typography, the imagery, right? And all the designs, the elements that you create that should be consistent, right? And recognizable, right? When people see on social media, if you look at Google branding anywhere, you will know somehow, somewhere, you'll be looking for Google's logo somewhere, because somehow you will just feel that this is Google, or this looks like Google. If you look at Coca-Cola's branding, also you will know, right? There's consistency in their brand communication and all of that. There's some level of consistency over and over again, and therefore they have some level of brand consistency that people can recognize. Now, brand identity, right, is always crucial for building brand recognition. Yes. And of course, it helps customers, right, to identify you instantly. Instantly. If you go to our social media handle at EFX, you see consistency in our designs. The way it is, the color combination, there's a way we design. We may look at your design and it will be beautiful, but it is not our brand style. Get a brand style and stick to it. So for some of you, you've got to even be able to be known with how you dress, your dress style. Yes. It's got to be consistent so that people are able to, oh, that's Coca-Cola, oh, that's Google, right? Because a strong brand identity can evoke certain emotions. It can evoke certain values and some feeling in your audience or your target audience. Now, brand image, in contrast, is how your brand is actually perceived by your target audience. Now, why brand identity is what the designs, the logos, all you put together. Now that you are done with that, how is your brand perceived by your target audience? Now, that is shaped by all of your brand's touch point and interactions, from your messaging to your designs to your palette and all of that. Combining all of these together, how do people perceive all of these actions? Your service, your delivery, and everything. How people speak on phone when they call your company. Now, you can control your brand identity. Your brand image is usually determined by your customers' perception and experiences, not just by exactly what you do. Now, you can be doing one thing and they be perceiving something else. You got to understand how they perceive and how they feel and come back and tweak it. Now, the goal of all of this is to align your brand identity with your brand image. And that's because customers have the right associations, when they interact with your brand. There's something you are doing, and there's a how that you are making them to feel. Now, if they don't align, then there's miscommunication somewhere. So ensure you keep tweaking what it is that you are doing to a point where they are able to feel the way that you think they should feel. So they have to be an alignment with with your activity and the perception or the productivity as it may be. So it is good that you have decided to choose red for your brand. Now you want them to feel certain way and certain way and certain way. Now they are not feeling it because you've chosen red, and they may feel it because it is maybe they need blue to feel it. Go and change it. It's not about you. Say, oh, my logo should be yellow because that's my favorite color. Excuse me. It is not about you. It's about the branding. It's about the customers, how you want them to feel. So research colors. Don't just go pick drop, just prompt and research color. You research your messaging, research your branding, and see how it aligns with your intention of how you want people to feel. Ladies and gentlemen, I would really love you to do me a favor. If you are yet to follow this page that you are on right now, kindly just go subscribe or follow, right? I would really love that. And quickly just also share this post, right? You're getting value. I think this is our second or third week of consistently, getting value, and also, putting together out there the skills, the tools, and the knowledge that you need to grow your business. The 2016, 26, not 16. I beg your pardon, right? Don't hide this knowledge. Take it out there. Let others also be able to see. And that's all I ask of you. Please help, share this, to your page, to your status, and tell people that you're getting value here, right? Um, Follow also the page, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, um, YouTube. Just subscribe and share it, right? I would really, really love you share it. If you share it, I will see it from the numbers that we have on the screen, right? We have people joining from different platforms. Yeah, we have somebody from LinkedIn too, right? We have people from LinkedIn. So just share it on your wall, tag and say what we're discussing, learn brand identity, and all of that, value proposition and branding by Adipe or whatever it is that you put out there. Let's see how we can spread the word, and let's get people, to learn. Okay, great. Thank you so much. If you have followed, just share the link, or share this page, or share the YouTube channel that you are on right now watching this, and let's spread the word out there. Okay, so your brand message should clearly state your value. What is your value? Use the same tone across all platforms. So don't change it for this platform and that platform. And speak your customer's language, not your language. Don't say, this is how I am, this is how I was created. Speak their language so that they're able to relate to it. Now, if your customers are farmers, don't use complex corporate terms and say things like, oh, a one-stop shop solution for, bespoke. No, 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 please calm down. Nobody is chasing you anywhere. Speak to them in the language that they will understand. If they are tech founders, get to the point. Nobody have time to waste. Speak to them, not to yourself. Speak to them, not to yourself. Communication is a two-way thing. You are saying something, somebody else is understanding something else. So the question is, can you get a feedback from them so that you're on the same page, or can you understand how their tone of voice or how they speak, so that you are able to really, really speak their language? Very important. Now, let's look at finding your brand voice. I want to pick 3 words that capture your brand's personality. Just 3 words. Put it on the chat. Let's look at it. Speak 3 words that capture your brand personality. Just 3 words. Three. Let it not be more than three. 3 words that capture your brand personality. For instance, or for example, you can say bold, clear, helpful, or let's say calm, professional, smart, possibilities. What are the three words that capture your brand, identity, or your personality, your brand personality generally? Just three words. Just drop it on the chat. Let's see. Just three words. They may be words that I'm here to call. Really, they don't have to be these words that I've called generally. So just give me three words. Somebody say less clutter, more comfortable. Those are phrases, phrases, and all of that. Gluten free, punctuality, creativity, and friendly. Speak customers' language. Okay, active, ready, and deliver. Convenient, peace of mind, ingenuity. Okay. Hussein is said, where's Hussein post? Strong, trust, reliable. Now think of these words before you put them out there. Don't just put them out there because you just feel like putting them out there. Be sure that these are the things that matter the most to your customers, your target audience. And be sure that you also have and believe in those values to be able to give it out, right? Because it's easy to just put words out and just Google or use ChatGPT or Gemini to say, hey, these are, give me three words that represent my brand personality, and they will give you. By the end of the day, do you really believe in these words? Case said, reliable, simple, comfort. Do you really believe in these words? And are these words the words that you are really willing to stand by and really, put it out there, right? So you've got to really think them through and be able to represent that, because it's not about what you are saying. It is the fact that you need to keep to your words, right? Yes, you need to keep to your words all the time. And whenever you fall short, give a good explanation and make it up, right? At your expense, not at the expense of the customer. Okay, so it's important that we get that right. So, what are the three words that represent your brand? What are the three words that represent your brand? Adeyemi said affordability, durability, and effective, right? Alice Ebebe said decency, comfort, affordable, luxury, feel, quality, affordable. Okay, so that's good. Thank you so much for that. Yes, keep it coming. I can see your chat, right? Now, use this for your pitch deck if you are creating one, or you are yet to create one, right? Or your presentations, all the presentations that you have or that you may have. Let this be what you keep putting out there, right? Because that's what your brand represents, you know, generally. Because people will trust you more when your voice feels human and consistent rather than jumping from one place to another all the time. Now, the reason SMEs struggle with branding, you know, is because they try to sound big or formal. You want to be Google, even though you just started business last year or 2 years ago. So they go to copy corporate, big corporate brands or big corporate organizations, and they want to look like them or feel like them. And they say things like, oh, it is a vision and all of that. Now, that's one of the pitfalls, you know, in copying and pasting generally. It's a big mistake. Customers want clarity and connection. Speak like a human being. Don't speak like ChatGPT. It's good for you to be specific. Show empathy. Show that you connect with them. Use simple words that show you understand their problem and you are able to help. Let them know that you're a human being. You are not some robot somewhere that is just behind the scene. Right? Right? Yes. Now, use simple tools to sharpen your message and visuals. Of course, you can use Gemini. Just, of course, you know, one thing I tell people about using AI tools is that your AI is as intelligent as you are. Yes, your AI is as intelligent as you are because your ability, of course, hope you get my point. Your ability to prompt it properly is what gives you the result. So I tell people if you are not smart, your AI will give you dull result also. So you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, you can use Canva designs and all of that, right? To put together your designs, and then you use Gemini and all of that to write your unique value proposition or your slogan, right? You can use, platform like Looka, Looka, right? And Tailor Brand, you know, and all of that to be able to generate a full brand kit in minutes, right, for your business. By the end of the day, ensure that you know what you're expecting or what you are looking for so that you're able to twist it, right? Now, you can use things like Uber Suggest, right, to be able um, to know really what your customers are really searching for, or right? I think let me try to drop these platforms on the chat. Okay, so Uber Suggest will help you to know what customers are searching for, right? Canva, of course, most of us know Canva already, right? Gemini is a fantastic platform that you can use to really, really generate ideas or texts about um, your slogan and all of that, right? Yeah, so you can use digital tools to get some of these things done. Now, as you live here, put together your new value proposition, and the way you have it is, who is your customer? What problem do you solve? What result do they want? And why are you different from them? Right? Yes. And then it's important for you to write all of this. And the next post that you're going to make, please put this together, and that's what your post should be. I saw a post. Okay, so let me shout out to people that made some posts and tagged me. I accepted the post, and um, you know, you guys did an amazing job, right? I accepted the post. TMD Couture. Okay, so TMD Couture, you made a post with some styles, but you did you say anything? Okay, you later shared it back, tagged me, and made a statement. Okay, great. Well done, TMD Couture. We have um Anaka, right? Healthy lifestyle. Anaka, it's a new year. Herbal cookies, right? Well done, Anaka. Let's try to be putting our location. So I saw one. It was very looking tempting, and I wanted to order, but you're far away. But I assure you, I'll still order from you, right? Um, Charity Choma, simple, clean, and well fitted is how we do it at Chommy's Couture Hub. Okay? Yes, I see that style, that gown. I don't wear gown, I'll laugh. Buy for myself. I know you say I should buy for my people now. Then we have Nullifair House. um, honoring Chukwuemeka Ike into food processing and packaging, white label and private branding, agribusiness partnership, export ready food. Nullifair tried to simplify it to a way that we will, the English is good, but it's big, right? The write up. But when I looked at the video, it's clear, right? So call the product name, right? Amazing product that you have there. Bunker Hills Foods. We have Bunker Hills Foods. Also posted, tagged me, amazing product there. Okay, busy professionals. Okay, make create nutritious yogurt and granola guided by health experts. Okay, then we have Lucius Hair Palace. Now, Lucius Hair Palace, I want to believe that either your daughter or your sister, um, she spoke well, very smart, you know, you know, child, and well put together. The now show more than you say. We want to see when you are posting videos. So why not show us hair, before and after while she's saying these things, right? So focus on what will make us to take action. Then I saw I was tagged by Joe Ogbu, right? Joe is a farmer. He took it to the farm, direct, straight and direct. But Joe, we are seeing only the bush. Where are the products? What are you selling? Are you telling us to come and join you in the bush? Are we about to become farmers like you? We are not interested in being farmers. I'm sure you are selling the products, or is it that you are also collecting investment to farm for people? So what is it that you are doing? Let us know. What Don't focus on what is it for me, what's the value for me, right? And then Ruth Chinamerem, that's very creative, right? That video. So she started by saying, when you smell well, I need to take this video back. I love the hook. When you smell so good, he can't help but sniff you. I love it, Ruth. I love that ad. And I love the hook. People will love to watch it. And guess what? I think I chatted you up to ask you where you are located. And I'm going to buy, really. I'm going to. I love that creativity, right? Yes, I love the creativity. So that's it for those that tagged me on Facebook. Um, we had a few people on Instagram. For some of you, I don't know why you did not make the post. Are you shy about your business? What exactly is the problem? Are you shy? Are you not proud of your business? Why didn't you make any post? Now, going forward, I would like you to make a post and focus on using things like your your unique value proposition. Speak to the customers, let them understand clearly what it is that you are offering and what is in it for them. That's the most important thing. What do they stand to gain in all of the journey? It's not about you, it's about them. What do they stand to gain? Be clear about it. And don't just say, show. Don't just say, show, right? Show us. Let's see what it is that you're doing. So say who is your customer, right? Identify your customers. They identify what problem you want to solve, what result they want, and why you are different. That's what you should be focused on, right? So in conclusion, your value proposition is the message, while your brand is the experience. that your customers have. So one thing you need to do is that you've got to focus on clarity. Clarity. You've got to focus on creativity as the second option. But the first is you've got to be clear. Clarity is important. Clarity. Focus on clarity, not focus on yourself. All of the creativity of the logo and everything is good, but it is second. People are busy. They don't have time to read plenty long sentences. Make it easy for them to know what you do and why it matters and how they can buy it. That's the most important thing. What are you doing? Why should I buy it? How can I buy it? That's how branding drives growth. It's not by speaking, you know, the big English and all of that, right? Yeah, so that's it for unique value proposition and branding. I would love to hear from you on the chat. Just give me your key takeaways that you're leaving here with today. Give me your key takeaways that you're leaving here with today. If you have any question, I would love to also respond to you on the chat and let's have some conversation. So, if you have a question, um, Abdul Hamid, I can see the link. Okay, to your is that a link to your post? Okay, Sadia. Okay, you tagged me on Instagram, Sadia. So, do you have any question? Let me check. Okay, please, can you share the site to check the quotations our target audience are? Okay, I'll do that again. I'll place, it's not quotation really, but what they are searching for. I'll do that again. I just put, you can get it basically on YouTube because platforms like Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn do not allow me to post from here. So so YouTube gives that uh, permission. So probably go get it from that. Okay. Okay. What are your key takeaways? And do you have any question? I'm trying to get the tags that I got from Instagram. What is the single most important thing or element to consider when developing a strong brand? Your customers' benefits, period. Like, what is in it for them? Their benefits. Your customer is the most important thing. Okay. Any other question? Question related to the last class, please. How can we put structure to scale our business? Okay. Um, that's like 5 classes ago, right? Let's focus on today's topic. I'll take note of that question and I'll show you. I will respond to them. How people feel and remember. Okay. All right. So again, we'd like to keep to time. We've come to the end of today's session. Thank you so much. So key takeaway here is that start building your brand voice, the tone of voice, how you want to sound, how you want to be perceived, and how you want to be seen across board, right? Start thinking of how your colors, your connections, your designs, all of these things should start looking like. Start thinking of the value and how you will communicate them. If you are someone that you are designing flyer and all the rainbow, the red, blue, green, yellow, everything are just scattered on the flyer, I just clearly know that you're not a serious person. That's what customers will think. So if you want people to be sure that you are a serious person to your business, there's a way you must communicate that value clearly, and they will be able to to accept it and be able to believe it. So start putting all those brands. When I see your tags, I would like to see some level of branding in what you do. Don't just do things anyhow. Just say, hey, Koi, let's just do it and move. Here in the north, we say, "Aye, we are which Koi, Koi, which just let's just do it and move. Like, no time. Nope, that's not it. You got to be able to give value to people, focus on them, and perception is important. I know you've been taught that, oh, I don't care what people feel or think about me. No, in product, they won't buy if they don't feel right. That may be a probably private life, even that also. But I mean, in product sales, they won't buy it if they don't feel right. Okay. So you've got to be intentional in how you make people feel. And if you come here, if you've come through our product, come through our trainings or whatever it is that we do, we have this, it's possible. A lot of people have been to our hub and they said, whenever I come in here, I feel that it is possible. Like I just know that, like I can't fail. Like there's this energy I get when I see your team is the same, right? Most people that come to work for us that don't have the same energy or they don't adapt, they leave because you can't really survive in an environment of excellence and you don't have the spirit of excellence. You can't survive in an environment of possibilities. You don't have the spirit of possibilities. You can't survive in an environment where people don't give excuses. You don't come here and tell us why things fail. No, you come and tell us how you succeeded so that we can document it for the next phase. If they don't work, you should have a progressive mind to make it, to know that, oh, this is a journey we are going to. You don't come and say, oh, it did not work. What will I do? Nothing. No, you can't have that attitude here. That's brand. It takes time. You've got to sometimes have issues with people, the people you work with, because everybody's coming from different backgrounds. There are things, there are way things are done in their place, and they don't really understand why you are pushing them to achieve excellence. When I mean this thing is already beautiful, and you're saying no, it's not. You've got to change it. So you've got to build this brand, and then people interface with you and they patronize you first 1 second, 1 to 3 times, and they see the consistency in how you deliver. And sometimes it may not be exactly the way you want it to go, but they see the effort you put in to correct that, to make them satisfied, even at the expense of your profit. They take note of that. Not, I've delivered it. That's a business. If you like, don't, no, you can't do that as a business owner, right? So it's those little things that really, really, you have to keep to your words. And if things go wrong, go back and explain why it went wrong. Explain. And don't just explain and say, please forgive me, and then turn your back and go. And assure them that, but I'm going to be on this till I fix it. I take personal responsibility. I'll fix this. I apologize. Apologize and fix it. Don't just apologize and walk away. That's abusing grace or forgiveness. Apologize and fix it. Right. So you've got to really balance, the way you make people feel over and over again. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining this night. Next session will be on Tuesday, right? See you on Tuesday by 7:30. Cheers, everyone. Bye.